face. I got a mosquito bite on my forehead, people. What? Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca. Today I'm going to give you a soft glam look that is all drugstore, and because we deserve to look glamorous no matter what we're doing. Also, these Glamnetic press-on nails, shade Moonlight, shape Pointed Almond Point, amazing. Like, do I look so amazing? However, if you see me struggle, it's because I don't normally have nails like this, and I appreciate them for sending them to me. I have another set that I cannot wait to also try. They're a little shorter, but I felt just like fancy and I needed to use these. So I will be doing this a lot, right? Okay. There's a couple products I haven't used in a while, and I just felt like I needed to give them some love. And one of them is the Wet n Wild, this tinted serum, well, niacinamide skin tint. When this launched, I was so about it. And then I don't know if I've used this shade before because I did buy a summer shade, and here we are almost Labor Day and I didn't. So let's see how we doing. How is it? And also, ooh, I'm gonna use my BK Beauty 106 brush. Ooh, yeah, it's a little, I think I like this shade. I can't believe we are, you guys know I don't normally do it this way. I'm feeling like a little out of my element. Normally I like to put it on my hand, but I don't know, right? I got a mosquito by having dinner outside at a restaurant, because I'm like, that's the only time I was really sitting outside for any kind of, you know, wildlife. I got my first wasp sting of my life this summer. I was wearing, oh, it was interesting. I was wearing a floral dress and I was walking through the Nordstrom Rack parking lot, and I felt it. I felt like just like a pin. It felt like a pin just poke through me right on my buttock. And I was like, what the? And I looked down and I can see it on my dress, and I just freaked out. And I started jumping up and down and like waving my dress, and it flew away. I saw it fly away, and then I looked to see if it left anything behind, and it did not. So it did not leave the stinger. So that's good. I'm gonna use this Pretty Smart, is that what it's called? Pretty Smart is a new affordable makeup line I found at Walmart. I don't know the story behind it. There is several, they're very affordable. There's a full line of like concealer face product. This is concealer. I think I bought it in a shade that is a little too light for me, but what I'm gonna do is just kind of backlight my whole eye area, and then I will make sure, yeah. And it's good. I believe I put on the liquid bronzer in my menopause video I just loaded. And I don't know if I have any kind of, I feel like I'm not paying attention enough to these products to tell you, to give you any kind of comprehensive like, oh, these are amazing, or oh, it's, don't waste your time. I don't know, I've become a little bit indifferent, and I think it's just because my brain is like overwhelmed. I am going to use this Makeup Revolution. This palette was called the Enchanted Icon, and it looked gorgeous, and I thought it kind of looked like a dupe for maybe a Huda Beauty, and I thought I was just going to go in and create something with it. They have a cream base right here, and then I guess this is a cream I'm guessing a cream shadow. So I'm going to do a little bit with the cream base. And then I am going to put this shade, nope, wait a minute. Then I'm going to take this cream shadow and kind of place it above it. And I'm not really sure why I'm doing this, but I'm going to go into this dusty pink color and press. Yeah. Ooh, pink. Pink, pink, pink. That's pink. What do we think, people? Is that a smart move? It definitely... Did I put on eye cream today? Ay, ay, ay. You guys, I don't know if I put on eye cream. I really just sort of... Yeah. So I was kind of planning on something more nude, but I think because we want to do a glam, something kind of soft glam. Yeah. I don't know. I think this cream shadow feels really nice. And even this kind of shadow base product feels nice. But I don't know if I'm really achieving something I wouldn't with something else, right? I'm going to take just another shader brush, and you guys, an LA Colors eyeshadow brush is actually really good. So this palette has a couple good, I like this shade right here, and I'm just going to see how this goes for the outer corner. And that's pretty, and I'm going to keep it higher and not let it, I like to windshield wipe it, but I also sort of want to place it with a little more mindfulness. Okay, and then we're I'm not doing a halo completely, but you know, we'll fudge it. How about that? Because I'm kind of making space, or I should say I'm creating dimension where it might not exist. And I think I really like Makeup Revolution shadows, and I think these particular palettes, I think there were 3 in the collection, and I got mine at Target for around $10. So the nice thing about them is they're pretty gorgeous, and you can play with color without investing a lot of money if you know you're not going to wear some of the shimmery shades, because there's some really pretty ones in here. So this right here, I just think is such a lovely satiny ivory shimmer shade that we kind of, you know, we sort of always like in every palette. It feels like you're never going to get tired of a shade like that. And then I'm going to take this brush. I'm going to take a brush like so. It just happens to be Oscar the Grouch from Wet n Wild. And I am going to go in this Jason Wu palette, still at Target, one of the best basics. You know, if you need a matte, kind of neutral, affordable palette, I say the Jason Wu Beauty at Target is really good for that. And I am going in over the crease and over this kind of more pink, but with this almost greenish. I know you're thinking, what is happening? Why does it just, it's nothing special, Rebecca. I know. So now I'm going to take just a clean, fluffy, yes, and this happens to be Wet n Wild. It can be synthetic, it can be goat hair. Actually is the best to blend when you want to not place any more product, but you want to really create the eyeshadow. I think that's sometimes what people who, when you want to create eyeshadow that has a just put together beautiful, it's all about the blending. It really is. I think a lot of us, we do such a good job putting shadow where it's supposed to go, for whether it's our eye shape or the look we're trying to create. And I think the thing we sometimes just skip out on is actually blending, and not blending it so that it gets muddy, but just blending it so that there's no real beginning or end. And as our lids get a little more textured and crepey and droopy, I think it's become even more important. And I like to bring that product underneath, and don't worry about it being neat or precise. I think it looks better when it's softer, and that's what powder and concealer are for, truly. Or even the Aquaphor trick, you know? And then mascara, and eyebrows. Speaking of eyebrows, I'm going to do my ever trusty Stay Put Milani. That is not a spoolie. I'm gonna do this. Yeah. All right, so I want to make sure everything is clean. So I am going to take my foundation brush that I'm not putting any more product on it. I am just going over and kind of blotting everything. And then I'm gonna take just this Revlon 24 hour, and I think this is shade 01 because it's a little bit yellower. Might need some new, these get really, the formula is great, but I don't know if the packaging is helping us. My little pads, which now that I have nails, this has become a key blend. If you have long nails, use these little fingertip puffs. Gosh, I know I raved about them a few months ago, but I am still a huge fan. They make all the difference. And I feel like more and more brands are making their own version of them. So hopefully I'll remember to list a few in my description box. These are from Amazon. If I forget, please someone tell me. Said I was gonna use some powder, and it's the Pretty Smart. I love paper packaging. I know that people are like, it's not very luxury. I get it, but guys, we need less first use plastic. We just do. So I'm just putting on powder. I'm feeling very, like, this is a really, this color scheme is sort of working to warm up my complexion. Have you tried the new L'Oreal Lumi Blush in the liquid? I really like it. And I think I picked some kind of coral shade. And I am going to take a stipple brush, Wet n Wild, and I'm going to just apply like 2 dots. This isn't as pigmented as the e.l.f. And it's not as sort of sheer as, what was the other one? I can't keep track anymore. Oh, Maybelline. How could I forget? Love those. Love those. Those are beautiful too. But it is a lovely formula. I really think this is a great formula, great shade. I am going to go in a little more powder if I use my Emco Beauty triangle, again, you guys, puffs, and whether they're velvet puffs or sort of a flocked kind of microfiber, I am just such a fan. I think I will do a bit of bronzer, and I have to go with a really light hand with this because it's the LA Girl. This is the Glow Envy, and they also have the Sunny Days. This one is very, it's just very concentrate. It has kind of a cream, like a cream to powder. So use it like, you can use it like a contour. I think it only comes in the one shade. And I really like it, but you just gotta be careful. And then you can use I like to use a soft brush, but just a little over my nose to kind of give it some depth. But oops, look at that. See? It's very concentrated. This Essence Lash Primer, I really like. The first time I reviewed it, I didn't give it a lot of credit. I just thought, you know, it's a lash primer. I feel like it really lengthens. That to me is what makes this one more kind of, wow, noticeable, is it's giving a lot of length, and it's like I'm mapping out my lashes so I can kind of see where my mascara should go. And I am a fan of the CoverGirl Lash and Eye Enhance. CoverGirl finally made a mascara that I get really excited for. It's got a lot of volume and drama. I like that it's got kind of a lengthening, and it's got a thicker formula. If you want to go through with the Panorama from L'Oreal, still amazing. I think I bought a fresh tube so that I would have, I do think that needs to dry. I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. It's sort of a lash cocktail. Kind of mess them up and then get them Have you guys tried Kimchi Cosmetics yet? This is from the drag queen Kimchi Chic Beauty. And I got this at Fred Meyer, which is a Kroger store. And this is a waterproof lip pencil. There's so many funny, like cheeky little products, like Glitter Farts, I think is one of them. But the pencils, these are like next level, stay on. And because it's so long wearing, I'm putting on this lippy sticks from ColourPop. I think this one's called Afterthought. And it's really glossy, like really glossy. Cookie. This one's Cookie. I think it's a good, just kind of peach, kind of neutral for me. Let's be done. Ooh, what do we think, folks? Huh? think this would be great for date night, just brunch with girlfriends, right? It's not too much. Maybe it's kind of like what I always do. I don't know. Sorry, but I like it. I think all the products work really well if your skin is dry, if your skin is mature. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much. I will list all the products in the description box, I hope. I know you'll let me know if I haven't. And I appreciate you guys. Please, if you can support my channel, if you haven't yet, and subscribe, that would make my day. Thank you so much. And take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.